Folks, welcome briefing on Wednesday the 11th. I've only got about half a dozen screens open today. As you can guess, it's probably a fairly short briefing. Be breezy out there at the moment, and cloud going past it would look like about 1,000 feet. This is the midday chart, and it shows this waving front actually over us. It's been travelling northeast overnight, not really progressing that far southeast, but that's starting to change now, and you can start to see the progress towards us. And on that, the isobars certainly tighten up in here, and it's forecast to get reasonably breezy, 15 gusting 25. And this rain on it will sort of get to us at some point today. There's quite a lot of rain on this front. It's not a weak feature at all. Once this goes through, end of the day, overnight, you can see that we're into a westerly, northwesterly airflow. And it'll be really down to the timing of the next front as to how good tomorrow will be. If this is a bit further away, then we're not going to see the influence of the cloud. If not, we might see sort of upper cloud later in the day. So TAFs today, I'll look at the TAFs and the METARs. Farnborough sort of hedging their bets and giving all sorts, really. Scattered at 4,500 feet, probably was that at 7 o'clock this morning, before the influence of the front started heading this way. And they've got lots of tempo between sort of now and 4 o'clock this afternoon for various cloud broken at 1,300 feet there. This morning, a bit of rain they're forecasting, and then later on, windy. And then a Prob 40, I think rain they're saying between 9 and 12, Prob 40 weather, any time after sort of 12 o'clock. So really, you've got to take the live data, to be honest, to get a full picture of what's going on. So the METARs, places to the west of us are of interest, really. Boscombe down, they're just about raining there. We've got broken at 1,300 feet. Bristol's obviously raining. Benson's raining as well, and Bry's. Middle Wallop is just beginning to get rain. It's just, and I think that's probably half an hour old, so it will be raining there now. But Farnborough isn't yet, and Farnborough were giving few at 1,500 feet. Odium were giving few at 900 feet. So certainly I suspect Lasham, the cloud base, will be under 1,000 feet at the moment. And it's certainly on the change. Upper winds down through the channel where the front comes through, it'll be 35, 40 knots over the centre of the country. A little bit lighter, but mainly from the southwest. And you can see the position of the front quite nicely on the sat pic. Thicker cloud running through here. The rain is probably in this thicker stuff here. This is the stuff, the clear area that Farnborough were talking about. I say it was probably earlier this morning. But if you run through the animation, you can actually see where it's now progressing towards us. So it's starting to move our way. And that's also visible on the rainfall radar. It's starting to sort of creep towards us, folks. So I don't think it'll be too long, maybe a couple of hours before it's actually raining at Lasham. There might be a small weather window this morning, but I have a funny feeling the cloud's probably fairly low, and Top Meteo maybe a little bit behind actually what's going on. That's their forecast for 10 o'clock, that it's still sort of clear at Lasham, maybe so, but certainly by midday, I think it'll get to us. And there will be rain, and there's going to be rain and low cloud all day. The front starts to sort of dissipate a little bit in the afternoon, but I'm not anticipating a clearance until much later in the day, perhaps for the evening group. But the BBC was suggesting maybe not until sort of early evening, sort of 6, 7 o'clock. There's a predicted rainfall. That's 11 o'clock, so 12 o'clock local. Yeah, they're showing it slightly clear this morning, the rain, and then getting to us 11 o'clock onwards, and then lasting for much of the afternoon, possibly still running until 6 o'clock, which I think is in line with what the BBC was saying. Maybe okay for the evening group if we're lucky. So I think little chance of flying today, to be honest, folks, unless there's a clearance when Jordan's at Lasham this morning and takes a look at it. I think it's a little bit unlikely, but brightening up maybe for the evening group. Tomorrow looks sort of okay. I'll just go on the suggested distance for tomorrow. So yeah, could be okay tomorrow, but still fairly breezy with a northwesterly wind. And the BBC was suggesting the next couple of days after that look reasonably good, but again, it's going to be breezy till the weekend. So certainly some chances for cross-country flying Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I don't tend to look much beyond that because I think 3 days out or beyond that tends to be a bit iffy. Right, airspace wise, not a lot really. Quite quiet in there. Nothing to affect us. And I'll just put up the predicted movements for today. That's 2E's operation today. Boeing 737 BizJet coming in 9:30 local time. I've seen a flight plan for that, but that could change. And there's a departure and a possible return late in the afternoon. So we'll see what happens with those. That one maybe got pushed back due to the weather. And that's about it, really, folks. Just see what it looks like when you're actually at Lasham, but I don't hold that much hope for flying today. But better tomorrow and Friday.